Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Giggle with Gag House, a partnership with Gag House Comedy Clubs and Guildford Fringe. Now, before we get going with our two awesome acts for this evening, please can I ask you all to share this post. There's a button underneath the video or next to the video or above the video, depends on what you're watching it on, that says share. You click that button, the video will be shared to your Facebook page, which means more people can enjoy this awesome comedy. The more, the merrier. In fact, if you're watching now, could you please let me know you're watching? A couple of hell yeahs in the comments underneath the video, or tell me what you're drinking. A few people have already done that. Scott, I can already imagine you've had a few. You behave yourself. No heckling tonight. But please do let us know what you're drinking. Just let me know you're there, basically, and comment throughout the show, and I'll share some of those comments on the screen so we can get it a bit more interactive. We have purchased a bit of software, so we're testing it out tonight. So as we go through the weeks, in fact, next week, the Comedy Club will be completely live. Comments, you can interact with the acts, all that kind of stuff. So we're doing a bit at a time. So do tune in for next Saturday's club. But as I said, you can comment away throughout this club, and I will share your comments on the screen if they're appropriate, of course. But please just sit back and enjoy, basically. As we've said before, the show Giggle with Gag House is completely free to enjoy for everybody. But we do ask that you donate an appropriate ticket price. Who's that? Yes, we can see and hear you. Good, thank you. Justin, good to see you again. And Graham, thanks for sharing. Graham's a regular online shows. But yes, anyway, so as I was saying, you can donate a ticket price at paypal.me/fringe. And please use the words comedy in your donation so I know it's going to the right place. That's it from me for now. I'll be back in between the acts. But please make sure you're sitting comfortably. Make sure you've got a nice drink in your hand. And please welcome to the stage our first act, Julie Jepson. Cheers, Donald.
Hi, I'm Julie Jepson. Welcome to Giggle at the Gag House online. Massive thanks to Nick and Charlotte at the Gag House for inviting me to do this gig, especially for you at home. And congratulations to Nick and Charlotte. They just recently tied the knot. Brilliant. And an indoor gig. I'm doing it barefoot. I love it. So, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're enjoying being holed up. I can see the daylight. And when Nick and Charlotte invited me to film this gig for you, I was so excited and I thought I'd better make an effort. Even though I'm staying in, I thought I'm going to put my favourite shirt on and made an effort. I've had a shave. Wish that was a joke, but there you go. Didn't trim everywhere. I realise that's probably too much information for some of you watching, sorry. But I always have a bit of a Dalai Lama, actually. I never know what to do about the bikini line. I never know whether I want to have hair or rash. So I couldn't decide, so I've gone for half and half. So this afternoon I'm dressing to the port side. So sorry to everyone sat to starboard side. So, and yeah, I've got my favourite shirt on. This is my favourite shirt. This is Bikini Clad Ladies on retro motorcycles, and it's my favourite shirt. I can't wear it at live performances anymore. If you were actually here in person, I wouldn't be able to wear it, because the last time I wore this shirt at a show in Edinburgh, a bloke in the middle of the audience shouted out, apropos of nothing at all, in the middle of my set, shouted out, "Your shirt's making me hard," he says. I didn't actually know what to say to him. Just apropos of nothing at all, he says, "Your shirt's making me hard." I just said, "Me too," and I nutted him. So that constitutes a kiss, and we're now in a very nice relationship. My mum was pleased. Someone did think that this print was actually wheelchairs. They're not wheelchairs, it is Bikini Clad Ladies on retro motorcycles. So that is my favourite shirt. So yeah, indeed. So I didn't actually physically come out to my mum, who lives in Rotherham, South Yorkshire. My mum actually discovered the truth about my sexuality when I was 17 years old. She found a magazine under my bed. How mortifying is that? It was the B&Q Power Tools magazine. So that was the cat well and truly out of the bag. Wasn't a lot I could do about that, but there's a really nice tool belt section actually on page 27. That was well thumbed. And it's only too much now. It was leather. But anyway, it'd be a screw fix now, but this was, 30 years ago. Mum still lives in Rotherham, South Yorkshire, and just had a lot of floods. But then we have got the saying in Rotherham, because if I can see post to end at yard, it's going to rain. And if I can't see it, it's raining. So, but the floods have gone. and they're all okay. My mum, she likes to get me a glass of red wine if I'm visiting. If I'm not working, she always makes sure there's a nice bottle of Rioja for me in the fridge. Not everyone will get that joke. That will definitely split viewers. There'll be some middle class people out there that think that's very droll. And yes, it's very droll. Well done. And will be some middle class people out there that won't understand what that joke is about. And you're welcome to. I love a German supermarket. In fact, you can't see, but if the curtains were open, just across the road from me, you'd see my local Aldi. I love Aldi. Absolutely love a German supermarket. I'm sure you do as well. I haven't been there for 3 weeks. Don't want to go anywhere near it. But the last time I popped in, only went in for an avocado, came out with a cross trainer. $14.99 middle aisle. Get down there. It was brilliant, and I struggled with it at home, all the way across the level with this cross trainer. Came up the stairs to my flat, in the door. Came to go downstairs into my flat. Lost grip of the thing. It slid out of my grip down the stairs. Whacked into the wall at the bottom of the staircase, left a massive great big hole in the wall at the bottom of my staircase, and that's the only impact that's had on my life so far. So I had to get some polyfiller out for the hole. I actually pulled a muscle in my shoulder, so exercise can be dangerous, kids. Watch that when you're doing your own workouts. So yes, and so won't be seeing my mum for a while, and as I'm sure you're not seeing your parents for a while as well. But she's absolutely fine. She did text me the other day, and she said, Julie, what does WTF stand for? And she's seen it on our Jonathan's Facebook. I told her it stands for wow, that's fantastic. So I think that's fairly harmless. She's really embraced it, actually. I texted the other day and said that I was going for my daily walk and to the allotment, and she texted back, WTF, make sure you sanitize after using the padlock. So well done, Mum. So yes indeed. And because I'm married, been married to Jo, my wife, who's filming, hello, and for our 4th year anniversary in May. And when I said to my mum, who pays for a lesbian wedding? She said, nobody. So we had a free wedding, which was brilliant, and everyone should do it. More people should do it, definitely. So we've just celebrated we're about to celebrate our 4th wedding anniversary. I'm not very good with the gifts, with the theme. The 2nd year was hard enough. That was cotton. I didn't know what to get Jo. My friend said, well, why don't you get us some knickers? Get Jo some cotton pants. I was like, no, I'm not getting pants. For Jo's 2nd wedding anniversary, it's cheap, isn't it? So my other friend said, why don't you make us some bunting? The triangular flag-shaped celebratory decoration. Everyone loves bunting, don't they? No, they don't. But she's from Lewes, not far from here, and they do love a bit of bunting in Lewes. I think it's a sign for swingers. It's full of swingers in Lewes, just so you know. And so anyway, my other friend, Penzance Fliss from Cornwall, said, why don't you combine the two, Jepson? Why don't you make Jo some bunting out of knickers? I thought that's a good idea, actually. That's homemade, I've put thought into it. It's individual. She'll love it. So I did that, and she loved it. We called it cunting. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. There was 25 metres all the way down the hallway, round here in the living room, back down the hallway into the bedroom. 25 metres of cunting. She absolutely loved it, and we sold 7 on Etsy, which is brilliant. I love Brighton, mainly to people in Lewes, funny enough. But so yes, I do live in Brighton now. Rotherham, as you'll know, is the European capital of underage pregnancy. So when I was age 19 and childless, I had to leave Rotherham. I was just getting stared at in the street. People were heckling me. It was getting out of hand. So I moved and I went to live in Exeter in Devon. I ran away to drama school. And quite posh, Exeter. Some of you out there watching might be in Exeter now or know people in Exeter, and you'll know it's quite posh. And you know a place is posh, don't you, when you go into the local shopping centre and there's a dog bowl sunk into the floor tiles, and directly above it is a sign that says drinking water for guide dogs. Who's that sign for? It's got to be for the dog, hasn't it? It was a nice sign carved out by Timpson's. I went in Timpson's and I said, who's that sign for? And he's like, I don't know, probably the dog, innit? Quite Brightonham, don't know. And I do like going in Timpson's. Now I know that Timpson's employ ex-cons. I like to pop in there, see if I can figure out what they've done. So I'd like to go and say, I'll have a key cut, please. Just the one key, thank you, and then I'll have that back. Thank you very much. Yes, it's a game we can all play. And yeah, so I'm living in Brighton now. I've been in Brighton. It's not through choice. It's part of the lesbian certificate, unfortunately. We all have to do Our time, I've done 14 years in Brighton and I've got 6 years left to serve, and then I'm allowed to go to Hebden Bridge to die. So looking forward to that, back up north. Don't know why Hebden Bridge is so popular with lesbians. It's a town in north of England, North Yorkshire, and has two big sort of hills, big mounds, big hillocks, and a sort of valley that gets floods a lot, gets very wet, flooded recently, in fact, but very popular with lesbians. Or perhaps I'll be safer just exploring the Ribble Valley. Who knows? Only time will tell. So Brighton's a good place to live. I like living in Brighton. I like swimming in the sea. I don't think they'd let me in at the moment. I think the beaches are currently closed. But I do prefer swimming in the sea rather than swimming in the pool, because you get to be at one with nature and Rampion Wind Farm, and you get to see whales and dolphins, and it's brilliant. Not whales and dolphins, Worthing and Lancing, that's it. And it's fantastic, and I highly recommend it. You feel fantastic and invigorated for days. Get out there. I prefer it to the pool. When I was in the local pool recently, I was in the adult-only female changing room, and a woman came in with 2 kids, took one look at me, I went, oh, there's a man in here. I was naked. I was like, well, she's obviously talking about me. So I just looked at her and I said, no, I'm not a man anymore. And the kids looked quite confused. She looked confused. I can understand why she was confused. My penis was hanging out. But still, you know, this is Brighton. You're supposed to take it in a stride, you know. Well, she had to take it in a stride, actually. She had to step over it at one point to get to a locker. But, you know. And so I do prefer swimming in the sea. And Brighton's a great place to live. And I was in Bristol for a while before that. Bristol, very friendly city. Even in Sainsbury's, I used to go in, and the checkout assistant would say, "You're right packing your bags? Or do you want to watch me struggle? I don't mind me babber, as long as you realise I will be making sweeping judgments about your lifestyle based on the products you bought in store today, madam." So I had a copy of Stage and Television Today, Diva magazine, and Motorcycle News. So I was well and truly rumbled. So I'm going to leave you today with my Nan's favourite mantra. You can live your life by this. You might have heard this mantra. A lot of you out there might have heard the one that goes, dance like no one's looking, love like you've never been hurt, and work like you don't need the money. But my Nan didn't quite remember it correctly when she wrote it in my wedding card. To our Julie and Joe, with an E, hope you have a fabulous day. Always live by that mantra. Dance like you've never been hurt, work like no one's looking, and love like you don't need the money. Stay safe, enjoy yourselves. If you want to donate for the performances that you've seen via Giggle at the Gag House, do donate via PayPal at Guildford Fringe. The details will be right there on the page for you, I'm sure, or you can go on social media to Guildford Fringe and donate that way. Keep us all going. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe. My name's Julie Jepson. I'll see you another time. Thanks for inviting me.
Julie Jepson, everybody. We absolutely love Julie. She's been at our clubs since we set up back in 2013-14. We absolutely adore her. Thank you so much, Julie, for being part of it. Guys watching out there, there's loads of you, which is fantastic. Keep sharing this video and also keep commenting. It's been wonderful to see your comments throughout the show. I'm sharing a few of them on the screen. Let me know if you enjoyed Julie, and send her your thanks. She's watching too, I'm sure, so she'll be reading through the comments. So do let her know that you love her as much as we do. A couple of thank yous. We've had a few donations in already. Thank you so much, guys. Anna, Robin and Clive, thank you so much for donating. It means the world to us. This gets shared between the club and all the acts you're seeing tonight. All the acts are completely out of work, as are so many people. So every pound that you can spare will really, really help them. And it will also help Gag House Comedy Clubs and Guildford Fringe continue through this, so we can come back bigger, better and stronger after this disaster of a period of time. But thank you so much to those 3 that have donated. Please do, if you haven't donated yet, donate anything you can afford to paypal.me/Guildford Fringe. Hey guys, while you're watching, sitting on your sofa having a beer or a Dettol, as Donald Trump said we should be drinking, please send us your pictures in. You can tweet or Facebook or Instagram, just tag in Gag House Comedy Clubs and we will share all your pictures. Are you ready for your next act? Oh, surprisingly, I can't hear you, but are you ready for the next act? Give me some comments. Show us some love. Here's one. Maria is very much ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our headline act for this evening, Mr. Nathan Caton!
Hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Nathan Caton, and this is a set for Giggle with Gag House. Hope you guys are all cool, all well, surviving these weird coronavirus apocalyptic I am legend times that we're now living in. It's so surreal. I mean, who would have thought eating a bat would be a bad idea? Fucking everyone. That's who. Why would you eat a bat? What possesses you to do such a thing? Like, how hungry do you have to be to look at a bat like, you know what? With the right seasoning, I could do it. That's disgusting. No, I don't care how hungry you are. Find something else, all right? Eating a bat it's not cool. It's not a speciality, you know. It's not exotic, you know. I'll tell you what's exotic. A mango, that's kind of exotic. Pineapple might be considered exotic. My natural hair in a room full of white people, that's exotic. But a bat, just fucking nasty. Don't eat that shit, alright? In fact, unless your name is Bruce Wayne, stay the fuck away from bats, okay? But I mean, that's of course if this whole thing was started by bats. I mean, that's the rumours coming out of China. But I mean, I'll be honest, I don't trust China. Who believes anything China says? Like, if you believe anything China says, then you probably still think that Oscar Pistorius really thought it was a burglar. Right? And let's be honest, like, China are dodgy as, aren't they? Like, China are so dodgy, they should change their national anthem to Shaggy's It Wasn't Me. Okay? But either way, we're now living in this very surreal world, you know, having to deal with this new virus, you know. Social distancing, that's become the new thing, the new norm, you know. Queuing up outside Tesco's like it's a fucking nightclub. My gosh, like, seriously, man. Like, I've got so paranoid that now every time I go to Tesco's, I wear shoes and trousers just so I know I can get in, you know. I'm looking at people with trainers like, you are not getting in, my friend. And he's wearing a hoodie. Dickhead. Alright? And then once I do finally get in, I half expect to see a group of women dancing barefoot in a circle around their shoes and bags for life. You know, just do. Go on, Sarah. Oh, you slag. Do. Every little helps. Do. Oh, it's ridiculous, man. All this social distancing, you know, like when from walking down the street and there's a old white lady, you know, walking towards me. As soon as she sees me, she crosses over the road straight away. It's crazy, you know, because that never used to happen before coronavirus. Mate, fuck. That's not social distancing. You call it that. I call it a regular Tuesday, you know. Only now when that happens, I'm not sure why they cross the road. Like, I always want to like shout across the road and go, excuse me, why did you cross over? Is that because of coronavirus? Is that because, you know, just so I know if I should be offended or not, and if I then need to follow them for another half an hour just to wind them up, you know? Like, if it's coronavirus, that's cool. On your way, have a good day. But if it's because I'm black, wherever you go, I go. Just to teach you a lesson. Don't fucking judge me, alright? You don't know me. I'm a big softie. But yeah, it is mad times we're living in. It's so surreal, so crazy how things have changed so drastically. You know, like I remember this is when I first realized things were changing. I was on a train a few weeks ago before the lockdown was implemented. Right, I was on a train in London where I live, and it was fairly busy, and someone sneezed. Right now, before this whole coronavirus, no one would have batted an eyelid at someone sneezing. Right, maybe someone would have gone, "Bless you," but everyone would just ignore it, carry on, you know, reading the paper, or whatever they're doing. But on this occasion, this person sneezed, and the fucking tension in that carriage, oh my gosh. You could feel everyone is kind of getting nervous, you know, kind of clench up, people trying to inch away, you know. Like, there was a Muslim guy with a beard and a rucksack. Even he was like, fuck that. Nah, man, I'm going to another carriage. That is, no. You think I'm suspicious? That's suspicious right there, right? Just see it, say it, sorted. Right there. Sneezer. Yeah, actually, random question, right? Do you think Muslim women who wear burqas are now looking at the rest of us like we're the idiots? You know, like we're weird now, you know? They're looking at us just pissing themselves. Like, who looks funny now? You know, just saying. Random thought. But anyway, this whole coronavirus stuff, it's it's made me realise a lot of things, you know, like it's really made me realise how many absolute bellends we have living amongst us in society. I mean, proper fucktards. The kind of bellends where you look at them and you think, if only you could choose who got coronavirus. You know, like bellends who don't understand simple words like stay home. Are you fucking stupid? Like, it's not that hard to comprehend. Wherever you wake up, stay in that fucking building, okay? This is urgent. Just stay there. You don't need to go out, man. You know, like the amount of people who were caught sunbathing the other week, right? Because, you know, whenever we have sun in this country, because we don't get it a lot, people go absolutely mental at the sight of the sun. People sunbathing. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, I hope you get coronavirus and sunburn. Prick. Man. Like one of my good friends, actually, turns out he's a bellend. When the sun came out the other weekend, he sent me a message like, hey, bruv, do you wanna go to the park, yeah? You know, have a little game of football. I was like, no. Do you not understand? Stay at home. I'm not breaking government rules, okay? I heard there were police officers on the beat, you know, looking for people who were just like not following the rules. I'm not breaking rules, mate. I'm a 6-foot black guy. The police are already on my fucking case. I'm not giving them another reason, right? And also, I suffer really badly from hay fever, right? I mean, it's bad enough, like, being a 6-foot black guy who's breaking government rules. Now, I'm also a 6-foot black guy who's sneezing uncontrollably in a public park. Mate, no, I'm not going to jail and getting arrested over my fucking allergies, right? How stupid would I look in a jail cell, you know? Hey, man, so what you in here for? GBH, armed robbery. How about you? Well, it's a funny story. I forgot to take aperitifs before going to the park. Oh, one of those days. No, man, that's got jail bitch written all over it, mate. Right? And I know what I'm like. I'll take it. I'll bend over and take it. I'm a big softie, you know. And people are like, oh, Nathan, what are you doing? Why are you bending over? You're bigger than him. Because I don't like confrontation. Leave me alone. Ouch. Right? Oh gosh. Yeah, absolute balance. Just stay at home. You know what I think they should do? Every time they catch people who are out and about when they should be at home, I think they should repossess their homes and give it to the homeless. Yeah. If you're only going to stay in your house, we'll find someone who will. Fuck you. Hope you get coronavirus and sunburn. Absolute bellends, man. You know? The same applies for those panic buyers, you know, the hoarders, you know, the idiots buying 200 toilet rolls in one go. Why do you need so much toilet roll? I mean, clearly I can see that you're full of shit, but how many physical arseholes do you have that warrant 200 toilet rolls? Like, honestly, I would love to find out where one of these hoarders live. Go to their house, take a massive shit on their front doorstep, right? And then when they go, what are you doing? I'll be like, well, you go to the toilet roll, you clean it up. Bellends. But anyway, I said, we're now here in this coronavirus situation, in lockdown. I'm in lockdown with my girlfriend because we now live together. Fuck my life. I love it, don't get me wrong, I do. It's a mental adjustment. It's a new thing. Me and my girlfriend living together. She moved in just a few months ago. Before that, I lived by myself, right? And I loved living alone. I was by myself for about 3 years, and the reason why I loved it is because I never lived by myself before. Right? Before that, I was at my mum's. Right? I lived at my mum's up until the age of 32. Fuck you. I can feel you guys judging me through the screen. Yeah, 32 years old. I know that's bad, right? I wasn't happy about it. Trust me, I was miserable being at home, you know, at my mum's in my early 30s. It was depressing. The main reason why it was depressing was because of my mum and stepdad, actually, but more my stepdad. Thing is, my mum and stepdad they got married about 5 or so years ago. Been together, I don't know, most of my life, about 20 years, but they finally got married about 5 or so years ago. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for my mum. You know, she found happiness and she deserves it. Beautiful. But what pissed me off was, as soon as they got married, they changed from like a normal middle-aged couple into like a bunch of young horny rabbits, right? Just fucking non-stop sex, right? And that shit is disturbing, especially when your bedroom is right next door. Oh, I heard some freaky shit, right? I remember one Saturday afternoon, right? It was late. I'm about to go to sleep. From next door, all I can hear is my stepdad's voice, right? All I can hear is, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh lord, oh lord. Say something nasty, say something nasty, say something nasty. So I screamed out, you're not my real dad. Yeah. Bellend coming in my house, shagging my mum, mate. Fuck off. So yeah, that was the last straw. So I got out, left, moved out, got my own place. I now live, right? I don't know how, but I moved out and I found a place. I now live in a very well-to-do, middle-class cul-de-sac in West London, right? Which, it's very nice. It's actually made this whole lockdown a whole lot easier because I live in a very nice street. When I say middle class, I mean very middle class. I mean proper, like Radio 4, Archers, Waitrose, that kind of vibe to it, you know. Like every time I step out of my building, I feel like Snoop Dogg, you know, just making a guest appearance on Midsummer Murders, you know, just my lady, you know, mate. It's proper middle class. Like I've never seen so many cardigans like in one place. It's like knitwear concentrations all there, mate. I mean, I'll be honest. When I first moved in, I was freaked out. I was like, why is everyone wearing cardigans? I did not get this memo. But now, I fucking love it now. I see my neighbours in the cardigans, mate. My heart melts. I feel so safe. Like, there's no danger imminent. You know, like, when's the last time you saw a gang wearing cardigans? You don't see that, do you? No. You know, you don't see that shit. Yeah, knitwear. Yeah, catch me, touch it. Yeah, no, you don't see that. You know, because I mean, say what you want about cardigans, but one thing we can all agree on: cardigans are peaceful clothing. They're peaceful, innit? They're not violent. They're peaceful. Like, you can't take someone angry seriously if they happen to be wearing a cardigan at the same time. You know, if someone had you at knife point and they were going, "Give me your fucking money," but they're wearing a cardigan, you'd be like, "Oh, bless. Look at this. I'm in mugged by the M&S crew." Let me guess, it's not just any knife, right? You wouldn't take it seriously because it's a cardigan, you know? So yeah, I see my neighbours in the cardigans. I like it. I feel safe, you know? Which is ironic because I know when my neighbours see me, they don't feel the same. And that's why I've invested heavily in cardigans over the last 3 years. You know, make my neighbours feel safe, fit in. Love it now. I wear my cardigans all the time when I go out on my street. But yeah, it's a nice area. It's a very nice street. It's rubbing off on me. I'll be honest. You know they say like everyone is a product of their environment. Like that is clearly evident with me where I live. Like I've noticed my neighbours middle class is starting to rub off on me. Like if you don't smoke, for example, and then you hang out with smokers, you will inhale secondhand smoke. I feel like over the last 3 years or so, I've inhaled secondhand middle class. I've started doing stuff that I never used to do, things that in my life I never thought I'd do, but I've now caught myself doing it. And I'm like, wow, I'm really changing, I'm becoming someone else. Give you an example. One afternoon, I think it was like a Sunday afternoon, I was in my living room, right? And I happened to be just casually looking at the window, just being a bit nosy, because I thought, I live in a nice area now. I'll check outside and make sure it's not a prank. I still live here, Looked outside and saw the middle class settings. I saw the scenery, the tranquility, the sea of knitwear before me, right? Then, all of a sudden, I noticed 2 black guys, right? One of them wearing a hoodie with the hood up. Danger. We know that. The other one wearing a baseball cap, but really low, like you can't barely see their face, right? And they're both there, just bopping down the street, looking at the cars, looking at the houses. And I'm not gonna lie, I got alarmed. Right, that freaked me out. That's never happened to me before. I've never seen black people going, oh, I've never racially profiled my own fucking race, right? But I saw these guys and I was like, well, look at this riff-raff coming down my street. The fuck are these urban ragamuffins, right? And I did a very middle class thing. I called a neighborhood watch and I had them ushered away, which is wrong. It was totally wrong, right? It was bang out of order. It was so judgmental. And to be honest, my brother and my stepdad were fuming. But fuck them. It's their own fault, you know. I mean, I did tell them, you know, when you come to visit, wear a cardigan, blend in, you know. What you doing, man? You dress like shit. No, I will treat you like shit. So anyway, yeah, that's where I live now. I live with my girlfriend, as I was saying. We are in lockdown together. Fuck's sake. I mean, we've been in lockdown for about 4 weeks now, lockdown together. And I reckon of that 4 weeks, my girlfriend has been talking for about 3 weeks, 6 days, 23 hours, and 30 minutes of that 4 weeks. She won't shut up. She just keeps going on and on and on, and it's annoying because there's no sports on. Normally, when my girlfriend's talking, like before this whole coronavirus stuff, if my girlfriend's talking, I'll just turn sports on and be like, babes, I can't talk. I'm watching sports, and she'll be like, oh, babes, you're always watching sports. I'm like, yeah, take a fucking hint, innit? Like, I'll be honest, right? Like, half of the sports I watch, I don't even like. I just watch it for the peace and quiet. It's like, oh, babes, listen, I would talk here, but this bowl's is getting really good. I mean, Grandad number 1 is kicking the shit out of Grandad number 4, so, you know, sorry, babe, sports called. But no, now there's no sports, you know, got no excuse. I got to listen to her, and mate, some of the stuff she comes out with, man, is absolute. I feel like she just makes up, like, conversation just for the sake of it. Like, the other day, she said to me, she was like, oh, so babes, how's your day been? You fucking know how it's been. We're in lockdown together. What? You think we're in a massive mansion? You're in one wing, I'm in the other wing. We're living our separate lives. We're in a 2-bedroom flat, okay? Everywhere I go, you're there, and vice versa. You know how my day's been. No, just constant. Just, fucking hell, my gosh, man. You know, and also, like, living with her, like, you know, when you're around someone, you know, 24/7, you really get to know them. I've realised that my girlfriend is messy as fuck. Oh my gosh, she's a slob. Like, she doesn't tidy up after herself, you know. And I have to nag at her all the time, or just in the end, I just end up tidying up after her because she just forgets to tidy up as she goes along. Like, you can always tell where she's been because there's evidence because she forgets. Like, one of my pet peeves is leaving lights on. My girlfriend, she'll walk out of a room and forget to turn the lights off and just leave all the lights on. I'm like, babes, what are you doing? Just lights, man. Come on. Like it's got to a point now where I start like dropping little hints. Like recently, I took away the bedside alarm clock and I replaced it with the smart meter reading device. Yeah, subliminal, isn't it? You know, what's the time, babes? £2.34. That's the fucking time. It's little things, you know. Like picking up clothes off the floor. She won't do that shit. Just drops clothes everywhere, you know? Like it's got to the point where, like, okay, when we first started dating, a turn on for me would have been my girlfriend ripping off her clothes and showing her sexy naked body. And I look at her and go, babes, you are gorgeous, man. Whereas now, a turn on for me would be if my girlfriend ripped off her clothes and neatly put it on the side. Oh my god. Mate, that shit turns me on. I'm like, oh yeah, girl. Put them on the side. Oh, fold it, you naughty bitch. Fold it. Yeah, very messy. I mean, I shouldn't really bitch and complain. You know, she's a good girl. She's great, and it's not like I'm not perfect. I have my flaws too. You know, one thing my girlfriend always complains to me about is I'm too immature. No, I am. I'm a comedian. Of course, I'm immature. I'm immature. I'm sarcastic. You know, I'm trying to change a little bit. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to be a bit more mature, a bit more responsible. Right? Basically, my goal is to be the kind of responsible man that my girlfriend can turn on in her time of need, and that doesn't always happen. Like, okay, I remember. It's last summer now. We were having a date night, right? We're going to a restaurant for dinner, and on this occasion, my girlfriend, she was driving. Right, I was in the passenger seat. We get to the restaurant, get to the car park of the restaurant, and it's a busy place. Car park is rammed full. So we're just driving around for a little bit, look for a spot. Eventually, we noticed one vacant car space, but there was a car in front who claimed it. Now, the person who was driving that car could not park for shit. They're like reversing in, driving out, reversing in, driving out, just getting it wrong all the time. Eventually, my girlfriend, she got really frustrated. So when the driver pulled out, my girlfriend quickly drove in and she took the spot. It was wrong, but I mean, I was hungry, so I was like, fuck it, man. That's good, babes. High fived, right? I was happy with her choice. Unsurprisingly, the other driver weren't as impressed, right? It was a guy, a bit smaller than me, gets out of the car, and because my girlfriend's driving, he walks up to her side, right? Walks up to the driver's side, and he shouts at her, but he doesn't shout just anything. He proper launches into one, and he says probably the most disgusting thing I've heard a man say to a woman, right? Which I'll repeat it for the purpose of this story. I'm not trying to offend you, right? But he goes, hey, oi, what you doing, you fucking cunt? Right? Which is disgusting, right? I mean, C word. To say the C word, in my opinion, is bad enough. But to be a man saying it to a woman, whoo, mate, you have crossed the line. As soon as he says that, my girlfriend looks at me and she goes, which I've come to realize is her way of saying, you're going to handle this, yeah? And fellas who, you'll know, like, when a woman says that, you have to step up in it, you know? I can't look at my girlfriend and be like, well, he called you a cunt, not me. I didn't do anything. I'm just a witness. You're the driver, okay? It was all you, not me. I can't do that. I got to do something. So I was like, I bet do I listen. I'm gonna get out of the car. I'm gonna sort this out for you, okay? I got you. So I get out of the car and I go to confront this guy. Now, in no way, shape, or form was I gonna fight, okay? Like I said earlier, I'm a big softie, okay? I don't fight, okay? I don't like confrontation, right? I can't fight for shit. But one thing I can do though is I can act. Right? I can put on a charade like I know what I'm doing, and I get away with it, you know. And just get crazy. What? Say something. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. See? Thank you. I know, great actor. I can do that shit all the time. Say something. Yeah. What? Say something. What? And it works, man. Especially it works when I do it to white people. Oh, mate, it works. Because, well, I think it's because it plays on the stereotype about large black men, you know. Because even though it's 21st century, that shit still exists. It shouldn't, because that stereotype is totally not true, okay? It's a myth, okay? I'm completely harmless. But they see my size and see me being angry. Like, no trouble here, no trouble. Yeah, walk away, what? And they walk away. But as soon as they're gone, I'm like this. Oh my gosh, that was close. Oh my gosh, why do I tease myself? One of these days, Nathan, I'm a pussy, I'm soft, man. But my charade gets me out of stuff. So I thought, you know what? I'll use my charade now. You know, because I'll just scare the guy. Because he don't know the truth about me. He has no idea I'm soft as shit, you know. He has no idea I'm a big softie. He has no idea that I put the hug in thug, right? So I thought I'd scare him. So I walk up to this guy. I'm like, hey, bruv, what you call my girlfriend? Say that again, yeah? And he looks at me, and to my surprise, he starts giggling. I'm like, oh, you think it's funny, yeah? How about I want to knock the fuck out, dickhead? And he carries on giggling. So now I turn to look at my girlfriend and say, babes, I don't think the charade's going to work this time. I don't know what this guy is. I was confused. But to my absolute horror, I look at my girlfriend and guess what? She's also giggling. In the car, just chuckling to herself. So now I'm even more confused. I'm like, what's going on? You two know each other? You guys set me up? Babes, share the joke, come on. I want to laugh too, come on. But instead of sharing the joke, my girlfriend continues laughing. Gets to the point where like she's wound down the window, right? Just gasping for air because she's laughing so hard. So now I'm no longer like, it's no longer charade now. I'm genuinely pissed off. I'm like, babes, what the fuck, man? What's so funny? This guy's called you the C word, yeah? The C word. I'm trying to be a good boyfriend and defend your honor, and you're repaying me by laughing in my face. What the fuck is so funny? And my girlfriend looks at me. She goes, babes, no offense, but you're wearing a cardigan. I live in a nice area, you bellend. Anyway, listen, Gag House people, Gag House audience. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It is very surreal to be performing down the camera screen as opposed to in front of a live audience. But you know what? We make do with this situation, okay? We'll stay at home, you know, long-term pain. No, short-term pain for long-term gain. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, you guys take care. Please stay safe, stay at home, and we will get through this together. And hope to see you at Comedy Club on the other side of this mess. If you like it, please donate. I think Gag House are setting up a donation. Please do that. Support, you know, us artists who are at home bored, having to listen to the other halves yap on and on and on. Take care. I've been Nathan Caton. Thank you.
Nathan Caton, everybody. Yes. Please show your appreciation for Nathan in the comments as you've been doing. And on that note, thank you so much to all you guys that have been commenting away throughout the evening. I think it's really made it a lot more interactive. So I'm really, really pleased that it's worked this evening. Next week we're up in the gear, so more information on that in a minute. A special thank you to those of you that have donated a ticket price this evening. We've got Clive, Robin, Anna, Scott, Abby, Graham Pennells, and all you other people that have commented throughout the evening. But everyone that's donated so far, we really do appreciate it. All that money will go to the acts and to the club, and it will mean that we can continue doing these live streams. So anything you can spare, if everyone watching, I think we had up to 40, 50 people watching at one point, if everyone put a couple of quid in, then it would really go a long, long way. We have loads of other shows coming up. Next Saturday, we have some live comedy. We have Andrew Ryan and Rosie Jones on the lineup. They are both incredible acts, just like the ones you've seen this evening. Some other shows to keep an eye out for. If any fans of of musical theatre out there, we've got Kieran Brown this Monday coming. Kieran Brown played Phantom in Phantom of the Opera. He's going to be doing a good 40-minute set from the Guildford Fringe Theatre Company page. As I said, comedy next Saturday. We've got a big show coming up on the 30th of April. On the 30th of April, we're producing Guildford Live. Guildford Live is a show that we are producing in partnership with Guildford Borough Council to thank all the wonderful key workers and NHS staff who are keeping our borough going and keeping us all safe during this terrible time. Guildford Live is completely free to watch, as all our shows are. And we're going to be asking for donations for 2 local charities: the Royal Surrey County Hospital charity, obviously NHS charity, and the Wish Foundation, which is a charity that I am trustee of, and it's arts focused. So we've got arts and NHS, a perfect match, if I do say so myself. Guildford Fringe Festival this year, if you haven't heard already, has unfortunately been cancelled for this year. If you feel that you can support the Fringe Festival, please do visit our crowdfunder page, crowdfunder.co.uk/Guildford-Festival Fringe, something like that. You can find it, I'm sure. Bit dyslexic. But anyway, thank you so much for being here tonight. As I said, the comments have really made it a really special evening for us to see you all enjoying it. Keep them coming in. And if you can afford to donate anything, please do. PayPal.me/Guildford Fringe. But for now, please put your hands together for the 2 acts you saw this evening: Julie Jepson and Nathan Caton. And we'll see you very, very soon. All the best. Stay safe.